And Mike. Yes, I fixed it. Hello, and welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I'm the GM Tim, and you should be hearing me, and it should be okay. And I can see my mic working, and I think everyone else's mic is working. Please, somebody say something in the Zoom chat.
Hi.
Oh, thank
No.
God it's working! It's working! Oh my God, it's
Hello.
working! You all were talking. I was like, oh no!
Everybody stay quiet.
Sweet
Pretend
Jesus,
nothing's
what did I do?
happening.
Welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. We're on Season 4, Episode 2, and we have a new layout because Tim's hyperfixation kicked in and he built L-cars. Yay! So this is the one we'll stick on probably until the intermission because I just realized I haven't added the cameras to the others. So I might be able to do that while we're playing, but here we are for now. Welcome, everyone. I'm the GM Tim, and with me is my insane crew. And we're just going to go right into Captain's Log. Captain, if you don't mind.
Captain's log it is. Sometimes being here is a curse. The Cardassian Union has officially joined the Dominion. While we are very far away from the Alpha Quadrant, decisions there are affecting us. We are no longer at war with the Klingons, yet we are far from allies, which has separated the station quite drastically. I feel on edge and quite at unease. We don't know how this is going to turn or what our orders may come next. For now, I'm glad for a distraction, however. Research on the Tkon data sorry.
Computer delete that from the log.
Retract last sentence. For now, I'm glad for the distraction. Research on the Tkon data retrieved from the previous mission has stalled. The data pulled from the computers in the Menope system was plenty, yet a little rough for ware. It appears there is a map in the data. Dr. Tkon has returned to us hoping we could add our insight to help narrow their search.
So we zoom in on the bottom half of the saucer section and into the bridge, and then go behind your bridge to your observation lounge. And the group of you are sitting around the table. Dr. Tkon is standing at the screen and has three systems on their screen. Tkon, you are able to pull up three separate potential systems that you want to investigate for new information. Basically, the Tkon data that you pulled from the last game has kind of suggested that these three could have more of the map that you're looking for, that you're building into your database. But just because the sheer amount of data, the fact that you downloaded it onto 2 track orders, and then have had to reassemble it, really great. You got a lot, but it's kind of like the putting it together now. So you've got all the puzzle pieces. Now you're trying to put it together, and you're kind of hoping that these guys will, this crew will be able to help you out.
So it didn't get easier when some of it got deleted last time?
Strange, right? However, it didn't get too much harder. So there are 3 potential star systems. There's one you've been able to name Veridax, and it's got it's Veridax 3 is the system, is a planet. It's got 2 moons. There's Qualis, and it's got 4 moons. And then there's Zephyra, and it's got no moons. Zephyra's a K-class planet that's like Vulcan, so like a desert planet, similar to the one you were at last time. Qualis is an L-class planet, so it's like usually would be habitable for humanoid life with some terraforming, but often doesn't have enough for big life, usually just lots of plants and small life. And then there's an M-class planet that's Veridax. That's all the information you're going to pull so far. So we're gonna do a work track, or my God, I can't talk all of a sudden. We're going to do an extended task so that you guys can try and determine which which system to go to. And you're welcome to ask questions at this point as well.
Given how distant in the past, there's nothing about the culture that I would know of that would dictate the leaning one way or the other. I mean, in essence, there's nothing to say that any of these planets didn't look very different. Again, 600,000 years ago. So, is there anything about the planets that are? And maybe that's the first place we start looking. Is there anything about the planets that stick out in their makeup to say that maybe the Tkon would have been there?
So all three of these are within the data you had last time. So all three of these are potential spaces that Tkon have been.
Okay.
Good question. Anything else, or do we want to try and start?
I say we start. I say that because I feel like this is the best information I've gotten to then feel like I should be able to present that. Up until now, I feel like had anyone asked me, I would have given a non-answer or basically I'm not ready. But now I have 3 portfolios, if you will, of potential.
Okay. So the work track for this, here's our first extended class. So we got a 10 work track, a magnitude of 2, a resistance of 2. And the default task is reason and science. So let's see if I can get this right fixed up so I can, oh no, not that one. Come on, baby. Tim is working so hard at making this work. Sorry, everyone. I'm so annoyed. I'm like so determined to make it. Okay, here. And that should work. There. Yes, it worked. Oh, I forgot to put my camera behind me. Not bad, right?
Fancy.
Fancy. There.
We're just like sitting there waiting for the computer to load. Sovik, did you defrag servers today? Why is the lag on this so bad?
Yeah. Yes, Tom. Have you finished those personnel reports that I'm supposed to sign off on?
Yes, of course, sir. On your disk, as usual.
Of course.
Okay, so the difficulty is 2. And the resistance is 2. And 2. Done. Okay. And we'll transition that over. Boom. All right. That worked. Okay. So magnitude is 2 as well. And I've got those ready to go. So 1 and 2. Boom. So as we kind of like we'll answer questions, the work will pop up on the screen, and so we'll be able to track a little bit more what we're doing, and yeah, just makes it a little bit easier for all of us to kind of track the work and such that you're going to be rolling in your characters. Neat, right? Come on,
Fun.
looks pretty cool. Okay, yeah.
From the last time we saw this species, we got a pretty good scan of the planet that we were at last episode.
Yeah, you got a pretty good scan, yeah.
Did we get a pretty good scan of the architecture?
No, there wasn't like a lot of architecture. Like we're talking 600,000 years. You were inside ruins that were buried under like lots of rock and sand.
Okay, but how about the makeup of the actual, like what type of concrete they used in this or rock?
Yeah, you could give this a shot. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of getting the scanners to hone in on that specific material and scan those planets and focusing it down. Or ship scanners.
The other thing would be if there was like any of the energy signatures after we had got it started. Not to say that anything would be active, but I mean certainly could be another place to look.
Sure. So what you're doing right now is you're using the data that you guys have, and you're sifting through that. That's why reason and science is the big one. So you're going through the data that's kind of popping up on the screens that you've been able to pull from the last one. So the more information you can grab about these 3 systems, like notable features or phenomenon in the area or on the planet, or even maybe system traits if you get really good, those are things that will benefit you in picking which one you want to try first or at all. You basically have time to pick one, so you get to like look at the 3, figure out as much you can about them, and then go from there. Well, ship is in warp right now, so we need a check to kind of start us off. So reason and science is the default.
Yeah, I'll roll my reason and science.
I would let you use reason and engineering in this case, because you're kind of like looking at the mechanical part of it, so trying to sift through the information and find like technical data about it. I'm down with that.
Okay, and just a basic roll because we got no dice. Boop. What did I blanked it?
Blanked it, yeah. So you know, there's lots there, and you're not making it through this time. But
dice would have been fantastic yesterday.
You've all got one determination, by the way, this time. Just one, not 2.
You mean what we should have been getting the last 7 years?
No, it depends on the game and the episode.
Oh.
So you can get between 1 and 3 even, depending on like a really heavy one. But for now, we're
3 when we're fighting Borg.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Gurkhan, you're not able to determine any kind of like major differences between the 3 planets for architecture. Nothing that can narrow down. Anyone else want to give a shot?
Yeah, Sofek will attempt. It's going to set up basically an algorithm to help sift through the data and disregard anything that he programs in to be superfluous to the search that we're doing.
Yeah, great. Do you want to keep it reason and science?
Yeah, my best 2 things, yes.
Yeah. All right, so still difficulty 2.
2.
Nice, 2, bang on. Okay, so you now you get to roll work. So work is the challenge dice at the amount of what your discipline is. So probably 5. Wow, nice. Okay, so that's 4 right off the bat. And do you have any effects that you get on extended tasks or reason and science from any of your traits?
Traits? No. Not that I'm aware of.
The only talent that I know that really affects it is called In the Nick of Time.
There are some others now too, but
newer books.
Yep.
I'm running Star Trek 1.0.
That's okay. All right. So Sofek, that's 4, and because of resistance, that takes 2 off. So it's going to give you 2 work, but that's still solid. So 2 work pop up. We need 10, so you're well on your way.
Does the effect do momentum or anything?
The effect does give you a momentum, yes. So you have momentum. You can burn that. You can burn that to give a 3rd work if you want, or you can leave it in the pool for the next roll.
I'm going to leave it in the pool because there's no point jumping from 2 to 3.
Okay, so we'll have 1 momentum in the pool, folks. And who's next? Who wants to try next?
I can give it a go.
Oh yeah, you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Mainly because you said there's one thing that would help. I have In the Nick of Time, so then hopefully that could lead to positive things. I will admit, despite doing this recently, please remind me how I would roll, just so that.
Yeah, no problem. You're gonna click on reason, and then you're gonna click on science, and then you're gonna make sure that you've got 2 selected in task roll. That gives you 2 dice right off the bat. If you want to use your determination right now, you can, and that'll give you a critical success, or you can hold on to it until later.
I'll hold on, and then the complication range is set to 2?
No, complication range always stays at 1 until you get critical fails, and then it starts to grow, or until things in the region start to make things difficult.
And then I would leave focus on because this is xenoarchaeology.
You betcha, yeah.
Okay. And then now what do I push?
Now you click on task roll, the little Starfleet symbol next to it.
Okay.
Boom, 2. Excellent. So just like Sofek, you got 2. You've succeeded in the task. So now you're going to go...
and then because of In the Nick of Time, I would get an additional 1.
In the nick of time, you only get that when you roll your work track, and for every effect you roll, you get additional work done.
Yeah. So you want lots of 5s and 6s.
Yeah, it's like you get a crit. It's like your science is vicious.
Yeah, so your challenge dice will be whatever your science is plus 1.
Oh.
Oh, roll 20 thinking. Roll 20 thinking.
Thinking. Too many people logged on at once.
Maybe.
No attribute was found.
Oh, you gotta click on science when you roll.
Oh, okay.
Science has to be highlighted. There we go.
Oh, there we go. 1,
All right.
2, 3,
Boom.
4, 5, 6, 7 work.
So that is 7 work, and it's it's actually 5 work because 2 are off for the resistance, but 5 work in 1 check becomes a breakthrough. Yeah. So the thing you learn is you learn the notable features on the 3 planets. So you're going to learn that Verdex is rich in dilithium crystals. Quarlis is abundant in aquatic life. And Zephyra is a desert landscape with ancient ruins. And the magnitude has just dropped now because you've gotten one of the breakthroughs you needed. So yay you. I'll get this 5 works down. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you only need 4 more work. So nicely done. Yezikov or Zanny, how do you want to help?
Well, Larkin would actually like to come into the room. Hi.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow it.
Okay. Captain's on the bridge. Send me over here. Hi, how you doing? Oh,
so as the scientists were talking, did Captain just kind of like quietly excuse themselves to go back to the bridge?
You think he's gonna stick in the room with this nerd shit going on?
Yeah, just kind of looks at Yezikov like you drew the short stick and walks away.
Yeah.
Just kind of nodded at Yezikov and walked out of the room. This is not for me. Tell me which planet we're going to.
Yeah. Okay.
Laurie goes, oh, that's a nice little algorithm. Oh, you found some data. Hey, how about we refine that into a nice little search engine parameter? So now we can actually, visualize some of that stuff that you got going on there. Let's try that, huh?
Nice. Let's do it.
Okay. There's 2 dice?
Yeah, it's 2 dice. That's 2 successes. Nicely done, Larkin. Okay, Larkin, so roll your 4 science challenge.
It's 4 plus 1?
Or only if you have nick of time.
Right. Okay, so it's just 4. Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 more successes. That is exactly what you need. So you've got 10 work, which, well, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's 4 successes. Minus 2 because of the resistance. That's 2 work. And that extra one you guys have a momentum. Would you like to spend it and get that 3rd work, or do you want to leave it for Yezikov to potentially use, or Lamar? Lamar's here too.
Yeah, I'll leave it for the next person. Maybe they could make better use of it.
All right, snap back to work, and we'll update that. You got 2 more work. Nicely done, folks. Almost there. You have
That's pretty graphs.
9 work altogether so far. Okay, Lamar or Yezikov?
I can take it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like sitting at the table catching up on like writing the captain's logs for him.
Yeah, Yezikov's just like in the corner nodding, like they have any idea what's going on.
Yeah. You'll let me know if you need me.
Why do you think Danny? I have no help here.
Well, Lamar shyly makes her way to the front and suggests that maybe she can put together some sort of algorithm that refines the data to focus specifically on Tkon structure history.
Sure.
I have a question about another talent, collaboration science.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me not to yell science with an exclamation point.
Please feel free.
Science! And so it says, whenever an ally attempts a task using science, you may spend 1 momentum immediate to allow them to use your score for that discipline and one of your focuses.
I would love that because my science is actually kind of low. I was looking to use my engineering because I have a 2 in science. If we can do that, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you can totally let that happen. So you're gonna use that trait?
Yeah, and I feel like story-wise, I would definitely insert myself to assist in the process.
Yeah.
After the
After
data
with the
loss.
weird deletion of files last time.
And, and as established, Lamar is very open to
Just getting
coaching up
help.
to others. Yeah.
So then, yeah. So my science is 5, and then we could use the same xenoarchaeology.
Done.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh.
That is 2 successes.
And
a not success. That is a critical fail. So Lamar, you did succeed. However, in your succession, you deleted some of the information. So
In front of the doctor.
Yeah, right in front of the doctor, as the doctor was assisting. So here's what we're going to do, Lamar. So I want you to roll work first. So you're going to roll work at 5 because you had been given Taven's science. So you've got that skill that you can roll. So you roll task at 5. Challenge dice at 5. And then we're going to subtract 2. So that's 2 successes. You only needed 1. So achieving the amount of work that you need is a success. And the other success kind of breaks that last momentum. So you've finished the track, but you've deleted 1. So you can pick 2 of the planets that you're going to get information about the system, but the third one you're not going to know.
Okay, I think that I'll take Verdax and Zephyra.
Okay. So Verdax. Verdax. The spatial phenomenons that hit Verdax a lot are ion storms. And Zephyra. That area is prone to subspace rifts.
Hey, Sophie, I could have sworn there was another planet there a second ago. That's a pickle.
yes, instead there apparently a file that simply says 404.
One of those in a while.
Oops.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe we should restart the computer.
Where are we going, folks?
Well, we know how to deal with. Why did my brain just turn off? The second phenomenon.
Subspace rifts?
Subspace rifts. We've dealt with them many times on this ship, so I suggest we go there as we know.
Yeah,
Oh, I
and
mean-
Zephyra sounds similar to the last planet we were on, so there might be some efficiency there as well.
Well, I'm just a junior officer here, but I would like to hear what Dr. Tkon says.
I too thought there were 3 planets, but also, I would agree that Zephyra sounds like their best option, given that we experienced a very similar planet, and given how large the Tkon Empire was. While I do not doubt their ability, based on their technology, to have been at other planets, I think our best bet would be the experience we already have to go back to another desert planet. And I would appreciate the expertise in dealing with subspace rifts, as I have not dealt with those personally.
Okay, so to which one then?
Zafira, the K class.
All right, and with that, we are going to go to our introduction. All right, welcome back. Okay, so we've decided on Zafira, is that right?
Indeed.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so as the ship comes in, you break out of warp, and the ship comes. The system comes into feature. It's a fairly large yellow star. Burns a little bit hotter than our star, than the Terran star, the Sol star, and Zafira 2 is where you're headed. There's no moons, desert landscapes. So basically, it's just a barren planet. You can see where there was probably at one point water flowing on the surface, but it's long gone, either underground or just dried up. There is small atmosphere. It's a little bit light. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Doesn't require EV suits. But there is a lot of subspace rifts. So there are subspace rifts in this entire system, and you can see that there are even a couple connected to the planet themselves. It's navigatable, but all transporter operations are at a difficulty of 1. These are the system straits. And shields are less effective. All shield management tasks are at a difficulty of +1 as well.
Is Sarah at the helm, I assume?
As always.
Wonderful. Can you plot us a course around those subspace rifts and bring us into geosynchronous orbit with the planet, please? Sophie.
You got it, boss.
Sarah, I'm going to need a piloting check, please.
For some reason,
Difficulty of 3.
All right. No, fuck. Shoot, what are my options here?
So essentially what this means in this case is it's not like a critical fail. You're not going to,
Okay.
you're not going to, you still get into orbit. It's just not going to be as good as you want. So
Okay.
you're not able
it's a little bumpy.
It's a little bumpy, yeah, and you're not able to. So whatever is going to happen with like getting to the place now is going to require, like, remember last game you could drive in and you dropped that fitness check that I needed. Now they're going to need to do one.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Should have used that momentum.
Everybody gets 1, Sarah. Everybody gets 1. Or in my case, 1,000. So it's fine.
Many ones. Yeah. So that's that. Now what?
Have we done a full scan of the planet?
No. Would you like to?
Sophie?
Beginning scan now, Captain.
I usually just throw this out to whoever's on the bridge.
I just realized my lights are.
Ship supports, I'm assuming.
Ooh, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Might
the
as
ship
well.
can support.
Excellent. I don't know why that says it's critical.
There's something weird with
and
the
you
ship
know
stuff
what?
lately, so ignore. We just got to make sure we
And-
check the rolls. And anytime we make anytime you make any attacks with the ship, make sure even energy weapons like the phasers are set to torpedoes. It'll all work then, but it won't work if we.
Oh,
They're working on the character sheet. Something happened, so. So, in fact, what's that extra roll
Firing
you just
nothing
made?
but torpedoes.
that is my technical expertise, which lets me re-roll 1d20 if I'm doing a task that's assisted by the ship's computers or sensors.
Nice.
So that is me re-rolling the 0, so it's 3 successes total now.
You don't have to spend determination to do that. You just get it.
Nope, that's just one of my talents.
Ooh, how exciting for you! All right. So Sofek, you are going to be able to scan the system. Where did I change? Yeah, there we go.
what was the difficulty of this check?
The difficulty of this check was 2.
Now it's 1, because we have advanced sensor suites aboard our ship.
So you got 2 successes, or 1 6. You got 3, so you got 2 momentum. You're going to be able to mitigate the. Let's say that we're going to say that Sarah was able to pull you into a high orbit. You're going to be able to find the location a lot easier, so that mitigates the checks you were going to have to do earlier. Would you like to spend and gather any information?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll make you
I
make you a pitch. So we can do one of 2 things. You can either gather more information on the planet, or you can try and use some technobabble that you just rolled in order to mitigate one of the system traits.
And what were the system traits that we discovered?
All helm operations are a difficulty of. No, wait. Where is it? Wrong.
Transporters.
Transporters. All transport operations are at a +1 difficulty, and shields are less effective.
And we always know there's Romulans somewhere. I love how everybody nodded. That was great.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the transporters would be helpful. We could use them more effectively, especially in like recovering materials. So yeah, Sofek is going to reroute positron particles through the deflector array and shoot them down to the planet roughly around the ruins to help the transporters gain a lock. And basically, I'm going to throw a can at the end of a string down to the planet.
I love it. That will do what you need it to, and you will be able to. Yeah, that's going to be a success for you. I just need you to tell me now. What next?
Who wants to go visit a planet?
I definitely do, and because I did not do this last time, and I've taken more time to actually read the character. One of the talents.
You mean the one I gave you a month ago? What?
Okay, yes, that's not the time between the previous session and when I played. But now that I've read it more,
Not helping,
so I have
Tim. Not helping.
Homework for this?
Yeah, expedition expert. So it says prior to participating in an away team mission, I can do a research task. If I succeed, momentum may be spent to allow me to substitute science in place of any other task during navigating or traversing difficult terrain. When I almost fell down a hole last time, this is definitely something I would like to do.
Okay. I love that you just laugh. I love the idea that that's exactly what's happening in the room too. Is this like fell down
This is
the hole.
happening on the bridge, Tim.
Yeah, even better. Even better.
I mean, in character, Yesikov would look sheepish because she let them fall down a hole.
It's on me though. I did not prepare. It's on me.
Zanny looks at Yesikov and just sort of like Signs. That wasn't in the report. He fell down a hole.
I've only got 2 hands.
Yeah, you're right. 'cause
It's crew members. What do you
Somehow-
want from me?
somehow your fault, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Well, yes, a comment, but if the doctor's going, I assume you'll need to assemble a team of people to go with them.
Yes, of course. Sophic, last time we ran into some engineering troubles, so I'll bring in Tkon as well, and we'll break in Lieutenant Lamar a little bit. This will be your second away mission, yes?
Yes, very honored for the opportunity. Thank you, Commander.
Well, it's you or Beagle, and I can't take it. No. So we'll report to transporters.
Beagle's
Should we
mumbling under his breath. I'm busy anyways.
Should we bring Richard or the captain so that Sam
Oh.
has a character?
Yes, of course. I somehow forgot that Mr. Larkin was here. Yes, please come with us, Mr. Larkin.
He's still like just lurking in the corner of the bridge. I'm like, technically, no one dismissed me yet.
Wait,
I'm just
is
happy to
Larkin
be
an
here.
No, he's a lieutenant junior grade.
Oh, okay. All right. LJJ.
He's not bottom of the barrel, but he's like, the captain didn't tell me to leave, so I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. You're our Boimler.
Kinda.
It's awesome. All right.
I will relieve you from cleaning out the holodeck, Larkin. You can come with us.
You just notice him on the way to.
Oh yeah, you.
You come.
Forgot about you.
That's even better, actually. You just grab him on the way. No, you're coming with me. Okay.
I guess so.
Literally how Beagle got his job.
Yeah.
Was it just a random name we pulled off of a poster as well?
For Beagle?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was Peter S. Beagle from the Lord of the Rings animated movie.
That's right. Does Beagle have any advice for Larkin on the way by? Like, she just grabbed me. I don't know what to do. Help, Beagle, help.
God, what would Beagle say? No, he wouldn't. He would just be like, yeah. Don't. Actually, Beagle would. Beagle looks Larkin dead in the eyes. Dead in the eyes. Don't make direct eye contact with Tkon. And then and then we'll step away so the turbolift doors close, and he'll just have an evil smile on his face as the turbolift close.
Irony of ironies, Tkon's got an eye patch, so you don't know if you're making direct eye contact with the other eye. Because he can still see from it.
Larkin's trying not to look at any reflective surfaces in the turbolift.
I'll let this happen.
I'll let this happen. That's even better. I'll allow it.
And Larkin's most likely bigger than Tkon is too, because I have Tkon in my head at 5'8". He's short and squat.
Okay,
He's short and squat at 300 pounds.
5'4" is an average height. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not for a Klingon. Pointing at you. I was pointing at you at the screen, but now I'm pointing at you at the camera.
Okay. So we're beaming down. Did you remember Dr. Taven with your away team?
Yes.
Good, because I would have giggled.
Yeah.
The
She was
doctor's just
sorry,
come on.
they were leading the charge, and I was like, oh shit, I should probably get this going.
Yeah.
Maybe even the captain was like, well, since he's going,
Yeah.
the doctor,
Yeah.
you should probably go with him.
Sorry, Neil, I keep messing this up. Is it they, them pronouns?
No.
Okay.
Female.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for clarifying.
No, we're good.
For the term doctor?
Yeah, fair.
Well, I mean, you mentioned it earlier that there was no doctor, and I immediately said, I have that title, but I do not have the skills you are requiring for that role. Please do not ask that of me.
I'm a doctor, Jim, but not that kind of doctor.
All right. We're going to beam down to the planet, and we're going to give our new transition here. Boom. Animated L-cars, baby. Yeah, I worked really hard on all of this.
Hyper-focus. Yeah.
Yeah, truly. Okay. So you beam down to the planet, and folks, we it's desert, like, so it's constant, like just that constant blowing of desert sand and wind. And your tricorders are like really having a hard time pinpointing anything. There is subspace rifts popping in and out. They seem to be attached to like mounds of desert ruins. Whatever happened here definitely ruined a lot. Leah, I love your desert background. That is
Thank you.
amazing. I'm going to try and copy you while I'm talking. I can't do things at once, but I'm going to try.
If you just Google
I have a
TOS,
question,
like
both in
planet,
and-
you'll find one.
It's okay.
I have a
built
question
one.
both in and out of character. So what happens with these subspace rifts if we engage with them at all? I mean, first off, I assume it's bad. But...
Tkon, like last time we engaged with a subspace rift, we ended up in an entirely different timeline, combating invisible aliens.
That's
were
incredible,
trying-
because I always heard you just got torn apart, kind of like a black hole. It's a lot of identification, but time travel, fun.
Don't
Doctor
know
Milk concussions,
if it's time travel, but there was a lot of we lost a couple of members of our crew the first time we encountered one. I think we
Was
also
that the
lost.
rumor
our
I heard
ship.
about the things that went click in the night?
Was, yeah.
Wow.
Yes, if
Okay.
you hear clicking, run.
Okay.
It won't help you, but you'll feel better about it.
Preferably and not in different directions. I can only protect a few of you if you do that.
Run to Yesikov. That's the
Yes.
rule aboard the ship.
And just hang on to her leg like a
Unless there's open fire, in which case you should run away from me, since I seem to bring it in.
Tkon does offer Taven a knife, though.
Like, out of character, I don't remember this, like, invisible alien thing.
It was
like-
those clickers that were taking people
Clickers.
and they were experimenting on them while they sleep.
I think you actually literally blew up the Piette in order to make sure that they didn't.
Yes.
They were coming in through the subspace thing, and I thought we shot like some
Graviton
nuclear
beam,
pod
I
thing
think
that
you used your only
killed-
quantum torpedo.
quantum
for
torpedo. Yeah.
That's it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's
Um,
been
yeah, it was a
like
good episode.
8 years.
That. Yeah, we've been
A
playing
lot
for
of
a while.
stuff that happened.
In the meantime, so with this one, so I just saw the chat. Somebody just popped in. Oh my God, there's multiple LCARs. Like, I have pages of it. I went hardcore with it. Okay, so we've got Yezik. Sofek did a really good roll and negated your need for a fitness check. However, we are still going to be doing a new extended task for this in order to kind of track everything. So all of the stuff we're doing will be kind of like tied to this extended task while you're kind of going. In one way or another, if that kind of makes sense. So you're decoding kind of like on the planet, well, like like finding it, and then what you've got to do next, kind of like last time. Any questions with that?
Did we get a dune buggy?
You beamed down this time, so you did not get a dune buggy.
Oh, we beamed down last time. Okay, yes. Yep, okay, no problem.
Arkin to Zanny, could we get a dude? But no.
Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't
Right.
drive it. You can't have it. That's
I'm still working on the engine in the bay. Shush. Zanny out.
Literal team of engineers.
Yeah. So, like I said,
Zanny comes back on. It's my dune buggy.
we're gonna do a fitness and security in order to build up some momentum for you. We'll actually stay with that.
Oh, no.
We'll stay with this LCARs here. We'll stay with Animated one. So we're going to build up some momentum for you. So it is Sofek did a really good roll. So we're going to drop that difficulty from 2 to 1. So fitness and security at 1 for navigating kind of the terrain to get where you need to go, just like last time.
Ooh. Was lucky.
Let's see. So we got
what was the difficulty? 1?
1.
Okay. Can I use my additional success to carry Lieutenant Lamar?
Yeah.
She just like stumbles and I just scoop her up with one arm.
Lamar's dice are keyed towards D&D tonight. Another 20.
Thank you, ma'am.
Come on, little. Watch the step.
What is Lamar's stature? Because Yesikov's a giant, so are you like normal size and she still calls you little one? Like
I'm little, but like human little. I think I'm like 5'2"
Okay.
Cool. I'm like 6'7", 6'8" kind of thing. So
no big deal, right?
Yeah.
I do feel very secure right now.
like Jax calls everybody Little Bear.
Yeah. Is anyone gonna help Sofek?
Anyway.
He didn't get.
Oh.
Neither did Tkon.
Oh, I got 3.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh hell.
Tkon.
I feel Vine's bullshit because on my screen my dice have finished with a 4 upright.
Yeah.
Tkon, I will give you a free one, so you don't have to spend one to help one of the others. So Zanny's got 2, 4, 6, 7 between the 7 of you, right? So 6, 5. So you get 2 extra momentum out of that between the group of you. So your pool's at 3 at the moment. All right, so you make your way up. Yezikov, you're helping out Lamar. Tkon, how are you helping Gurkhan and Sofek? Because I don't imagine you'll be able to like lift them both. So what's the...
I'm going ahead. Like, I'm going to lead this charge because now that we're on a planet that's so similar to the previous one, and I'm just starting to be in more of my own element because this is what I have to do. I have to go to these planets and look at, whatever there is. I'm like, just noticing that they're having trouble, just say, please follow me.
Just they take a step, you're like, with me.
I wouldn't.
Larkin's bringing up the rear, shouting encouragements. Come on, use that Vulcan strength. You can do it.
Oh, Lamar.
Larkin's about like 5 seconds away from doing military cadence on this march.
Larkin is
left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left.
Okay. And you get to the state. You get to the tech. It's not as hard to get to this time. You still have to kind of go into some of the ruins, but it's a little bit easier access at this point. There is one of those subspace rifts near the station, near the equipment that you're working on, and it looks like it's drawing power from the geothermal power that the system does. I mean, it's really old stuff, so at some point something has shifted and must have just broken a connection somehow. Anyone want to take a look or do anything with that information?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my tricorder and try to see if I can scan for the power conduits and see if I can follow which direction they're going and see if there's an obvious short or a break in the line.
Sure. For what purpose? To find it or to try and repair? Like, what's your thought here?
Diagnose then repair the break in the power. So basically get the power going the way that it's supposed to have been done.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a go. So it's going to be a difficulty 3. And I'm actually going to add So subspace rifts is there. So I'm going to add an extra challenge to this.
Complication?
A complication, yeah. So
Okay.
it is going to be a little bit harder on this one. So complication of 2, please.
Can I use my focus of power generation technology?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. And then we have 3 momentum in the pool.
We have 3 momentum in the pool, yeah.
I will use 1
Okay.
to hopefully get this. And this will be reason engineering.
It'll be reason and engineering because you're daring and engineering because you're trying to find it's new tech, right? You don't know this tech.
Yeah, it does use the principles are all the same, but
the actual equipment is not. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it? I'll do it later. I'll roll. There's a talent that I was going to burn a determination to get, or if I'm using daring for a skill, I just don't fail. I always get at least 1 success.
Ooh.
But we need 3, so that won't work. Let's go. Well, that's a critical and a regular success and a critical failure.
All right. Okay, Gurkhan. So you are able to find the source of the power, and you're able to figure out that the power supplying the terminal, this is where the complication comes in, is also supplying the rift. So you could shut the rift down, but the terminal you're going to need is going to shut down as well. Looks like at some point the Earth has shifted. There was like geological event. Who knows how long? It's been a lot of years. And it severed the connection enough that there's kind of like a break in the system.
Would I be able to feed just enough power to get the terminal powered on, but not have the rift overrun us?
Well, the terminal would receive power now. It already is receiving power.
Okay. But would I be able to kind of tone it down just a bit to keep the terminal just running, but not have the rift get bigger and more powerful?
Oh, I see.
Put them both at minimum power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would require you to leave the group and go to wherever you'd have to go down in this place to where the connection is disconnected. You have to go looking for it. It would require you to split the party.
Commander Yesikov, request permission to attempt to find this power supply to keep this subspace rift under control.
I don't love splitting the party, but I will send Larkin with you.
Hey.
You're trained in combat, aren't you not?
Yes.
At least combat mimic, yeah?
Hey, but
That's awesome.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah.
It's gonna go well.
Do you know if he's within communicator range? Are we good with communicators? There's no indication that communicators are down.
There's no indication that communicators are down. It is going to be it is an underground thing. So, however long that lasts is an entirely other question. But
okay. Dr. Tavin, are you working on the surface here?
That was going to be my question. So the terminal that is functioning is here, but the broken connection is below.
Yeah, so Gurkhan wants to go work on the terminal function down below, and you would want go and try and fix the connection. And we're gonna just take a quick pause, Taven. Jump up to orbit, Captain. In orbit, your one of your back science Beagle, sir.
Yes, Beagle.
Detecting some tachyon radiation off the starboard bow.
Romulans again.
Yields up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Luther puts the shield up, I guess, because he's on tactical.
Yeah, and a warbird does indeed decloak.
Man,
Eagle?
I've just had enough of these guys.
Beagle, hailing frequencies.
We haven't seen Romulans in a long time. What are you talking about?
Well, my butt just puckered, so this is going to get interesting.
Also, that will complete our directives tonight. So our first directive, as always, is prime directive. And your second directive is Romulans, said just like Riker and or Worf in all of the episodes where they have just the one word. So it's just one word. And the hailing frequencies pop on, and it is Mevin.
Of course.
Oh, for God. That's on the bridge. You see it. Oh, come on.
Captain.
Hello, Mevin.
Interesting. Looks like you are doing some geological surveys on the planet.
You could say something like that, Mevin.
Yeah,
How have you been?
We're doing geological surveys as well. Oh, I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking, Captain. It has been a long time since we've chatted.
It has been since we caught up last,
you've
and
got,
our plight.
New fixtures on the bridge. She kind of points. It really like true disdain. She's kind of pointing to the difference crew.
No, I think a few of the crew members that I know you have generous relationships with, so still working on board. But right now, it's you remember Sarah, I believe, our house.
Yes, the
person. Yes, of course.
Hi.
I always do enjoy our polite banter. You son of a.
Now, Captain, there's no need
Sorry,
for losing our temper. We're just geological surveying together. How about we share information?
Well, yes, it is the nature of the Federation to share historical research with wider groups. So we'd be happy to share some geological survey data with you, of course. What brought you to this particular planet?
Oh, just happened to be passing by. I didn't mention this. I forgot this earlier, and this system that you guys are in right now has never been charted before by the Federation. That was why you had to do all the searching in the first one, because all three of those systems aren't on any of the maps that the Federation has, from even deep space probes from like you guys and from the planets or from the station. So this is all brand new. Mevin just says, Captain, what are you doing here? I could ask the same thing. Why play this game? Let's just get on with it. Are we going to share information or not?
Well, I already said yes. We are going to share.
Excellent. I will make sure that I will let my crew on the planet surface know to help out your crew as they need it. Anything else I can do for you, Captain?
Not at this time, Mevin. But good to know you're here to support us in our endeavors. While I'm saying this, I'm going to send a telepathic message to Beagle, being like, "Tell Yeskov now. Tell her now."
All right. Yeskov, you're just gonna get like a text message, Romulans, on your
Lyle,
and that's
every time.
That's where we're actually gonna cut to break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. See you in then. And we're back. Turn down the music. Although this is good music, I don't mind that. Very Dwarven Forge, or Norse Foundry, sorry, Dwarven Kingdom. So we'll leave that in the background because it's kind of cool. I don't think it's too loud for us, just in case. There we go. All right, so you have beamed down to the planet. Romulans are in orbit. And Yezikov, you've gotten just a simple message saying Romulans. And then there's a couple minutes, and then he's like, oh yeah, they're here. Because Beagle is not good at... Yeah, he just a quick message and then realized, wait, you need more than a quick message.
He's using a Nokia phone, so he's got to type press 8 3 times to get an S.
He's that friend who sends you 20 text messages that could be one.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I read the text. I look at Gurkon. I go, we're not alone here. Romulans have entered the roundy bit that's around them. Wait, what's it?
Orbit.
Perimeter.
Orbit.
Orbit.
Yeah, thank you. Orbit. Romulans have entered orbit and may already be on the planet's surface. You and Larkin can get this up and running as soon as possible, yes?
Yeah, I'm also, while she's saying this, she has her brain fart. I'm scanning her, and I'm like, Commander, you might be hypoxic from low blood oxygen.
Nice. Yes.
Well, I did... Oh, low blood oxygen?
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
That's solid.
Gurkon. And I will see if I can get any some oxygen. But you can defend yourselves, you two. I will stay here with the other 3. I assume you have at least
Larkin pulls
4
out his
blades
taser.
on you. Yeah.
I flip out one of my blades and I hand it to Larkin, and I'm looking at him dead in the face.
Larkin's doing everything he can to look anywhere else while holding out his hand.
All right. Look sharp, team. We don't have a lot of time. We want to get this information and get off the planet before the Romulans find us. They are scanning for us right now, I'm sure.
And you know what? Just because we'll add to that impact as Gurkon and Larkin walk away, you hear that definitive Romulan beam-in sound just outside the cavern.
All right, go quickly.
I take off in the jog.
Larkin just starts running and then realizes that Gurkon's done it, so he stops and he looks back and he looks away from him.
Continues
I
on.
go,
I'd like to go out in front of the cave, peek around and see if they're there. If they're not there, I want to grab any kind of brush that's nearby, little tumbleweeds or something, and mask our trail so they can't find us.
Okay, I like that.
Lieutenant Lamar, give us a hand here.
Give me a
Yes, ma'am.
daring and security.
All right.
And Lamar, you'd assist with the daring and security as well. If you can give me a good reason why you use a science to assist with that, you can do that too.
No, I think daring and security makes more sense.
Gonna use one of our momentum. We've got 2 in the pool, is that correct?
Yes, there's 2 in the pool, yeah.
Alright. So I've got cautious security, so I'm gonna re-roll that 1-0.
Okay.
Alright, so we got 4 successes.
Holy cow.
I'm really good. This is why I didn't do anything for science.
Yeah, so Yezikov, I will make it. Oh man, yeah, it'll take them an extra sort of what I had planned. I will remove kind of one of my barriers in order to. You know what? You're gonna make me spend threat is what you're gonna do. So nicely done, Yezikov. They are successfully kind of hidden. You are successfully hidden, pardon me. And you also gave yourself 2 extra momentum. Would you like to use any now to gather information, as you can gather information about the scenario you're in? So you were doing this for to help kind of blind your space. I would let you get information about the Romulan team if you want.
Sure, yeah. Okay, how many of them are there?
There are 5 of them.
Fuck. Cool.
Our second line of defense is a conversation with Lamar.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one momentum, and then I'll just hold on to the other momentum and just like quietly retreat back into the cave, grabbing Lamar as I go.
Okay.
Good job, Lieutenant. Keep your head down. Hopefully they will pass us by.
Okay. Tkon and Larkin. Can I please get a fitness and security, please? It is going to be difficulty 3 as you are rushing.
Do we have any momentum?
There are 3 momentum in the pool
yes,
right now.
I would like to use one because I got lucky the first time.
Okay.
There.
Okay. And Tkon.
I'm going to spend a determination.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I'm a veteran. I am, so I don't spend that determination. I'm going to get, and then I'm going to use a momentum as well. Oop.
So what's the determination is for an automatic success, right?
Automatic critical. So they get
Great.
2 successes, 1 to 3.
Nice. Okay. So you got what you needed. Larkin, you're going to either slow it down or give me a threat. What would you prefer?
Oh, what the hell? I'll give you a threat.
Excellent. Okay. So I will have 7 threat at the moment. And
Listen, slowing us down affects us now. Threat affects us later. There might not be a later, so don't worry about
We
it.
could already be dead.
All right. And with that, you 2 will arrive at the space you need. You can see where the power line has been broken, and it looks like it's following a natural vein in the rock face, which is kind of like highly charged. So it's acting like a conduit that's powering the rift. So that'll be what you need to repair. Taven and Sofek, we're going to snap to you 2 up on the terminal area. So you've got this big sort of like glowing rift in space-time next to you in the station, but you are able to work on the terminal as you go. I just wouldn't move too far. Don't sneeze, essentially is what it is.
Still working on it with a stick.
What is your plans?
So, is there enough space for us both to simultaneously work at the station?
Yes, it just is very very tight.
Have we, from our previous experience, have we learned a better downloading method than multiple tricorders? So I guess it's a goal to get more information out as we did last time, or is there something different about the interface that we have in front of us?
You know what? That is a good question, and in fact, that is your first task on the momentum chart. So we are going to start the work track. I'm just going to snap screens so we can show you what it will look like. There you go. All right. So you're going to need. Where do we go? So it's a work track of 12. This is a little bit harder than the last time. Magnitude of 3. And work of 12, magnitude of 3, and resistance is still 2. Your default difficulty is 3 at the moment. But that'll change depending on what you do as well. Still with me? Got
Yep.
really
Yep.
quiet. Okay.
Just processing.
Yep. Sorry, resistance stays at 2.
Sofik, I mean, if you want to take first shot at it.
Yeah, just to get it rolling, I'm going to burn a determination.
Nice.
And I'm going to use my value, remove the variables.
Okay.
And I'm basically going to look at the terminal and see if there's, I try and identify any similarities to the previous terminal on the other planet. And basically see if there's a kind of like a common layout or rational logical layout, and kind of look for dial/button/controls that look the same.
I love it. Okay. Let's do it.
How much momentum do we have?
There is currently 1 momentum in the pool. You've burned determination, so you've got an automatic 2 successes.
I'm going to use the momentum for an extra dice. And then reason science?
Yeah. For this one, it'd be reason and science. And, Yep, reason and science.
So then a
6.
total of 6.
Holy cow. That's... Yeah. All right. So let's pop up that momentum first.
And then
so that'll give you 4 total momentum at the moment. And I'm gonna need to switch over to the screen so I can do it properly. So you've got 4 momentum in the pool at the moment. Or 3 extra for yourself, I guess is the best way to do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 2 is 4.
So I'm gonna use 1 of the 3 effects. I'm gonna use 1 momentum of it to pop that up to 5.
Okay, to give yourself a magnitude break.
And then the other 2 I'll put into the pool for Dr. Taven to use.
Great. Okay. So that's going to be 3 momentum left. Nicely done. So it is the same system. And with that, we're going to say that you're going to be able to navigate the security system a little bit more. This one, you can see that the security system seems to be drawing power from the rift as well as from its own power. It would be particularly nasty to get hit with this. Also, at the moment, your connection is established, but it's unstable. So you're going to need to do a security check still. But your magnitude gift I'm giving you is basically we're going to lower the difficulty by 1 on that check. So it'll be a difficulty of 2 for the daring and security to navigate this.
Can I assist?
You can actually make the roll if you want.
Oh, yeah, sure. Daring and security?
Yeah.
Alrighty. We have 4 momentum?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 1 just in case.
Lamar, as Yazikov walks away, you notice the Romulans starting to poke around the stuff that you guys buried off. Because Tim's burning a threat to let them find you.
Okay.
Because he's kind of a dick that way.
Yeah, so if like, you can bypass security systems using this section of the computer here.
Okay, Yazikov,
Can
that is 2 successes. Yeah, Lamar, go ahead.
Can I attempt to just kind of listen in on them before I go report back to security?
Oh my god, yeah. So it'd be a security check. I would let you roll control and security. No.
Can I take daring and security?
I'd say daring.
Daring?
Like...
Yeah, okay. Daring I'd allow. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm also going to use one of my values, which is gossip is a type of learning.
Wow.
Wow, that's so specific
Wow.
and
Yeah.
amazing for the situation.
Noted, and also hell yes. That's fantastic. Yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that is a fantastic value. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So Lamar, you hear them. So they're on to you, and you can actually hear what you probably figure is the Centurion. It's like your rank would be like lieutenant. Is saying to the others, I don't care about the Starfleet. I just want the data. Yeah, that's our main priority. Under no circumstances are they to get it at all. We want this information. We don't want them to have more of the map. We want it.
Okay. So Lamar kind of does like that little like fast shuffle walk.
So before you walk away, you've got an extra momentum. One of the things you can do is gather information.
Mhm.
What gather information means is you can ask me any one question. I have to answer you honestly. I don't have to give you all the information, but I can't lie about it. So is there anything more you want to ask on that, or do you want to pop that momentum that you've gained back into the... Oh no, you didn't gain any extra momentum. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got one extra momentum.
Okay, I'm going to use it, and I also have the studious talent, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Studious only works if you're doing like a research kind of thing. This case
okay.
is not. Yeah.
Okay, can we... how much do they already know about the Tkon like history? Like, do we have an idea of like why they want it?
From the conversation, they are looking for the map because they think that it leads to something. It's not just like a general... So everything Dr. Taven has told you guys so far, and that you've determined yourselves in the last episode, was that this is like a region map. You're going to find a map of the old empire, right? Or as it was whenever it stopped. From the sounds of it, from this team, it sounds like they're looking for something specific, not just like they think the map. I'm hesitant to use the term buried treasure because it sets the wrong kind of like visual, but kind of like buried treasure.
Okay.
Like that kind of attitude.
Okay. So Lamar's gonna go back and tap Commander Yazikov on the shoulder. Say, man?
Yes.
Man? So I may have heard some interesting information from people who are right outside the cave.
The Romulans are outside the cave.
Yes. And they definitely are not going to be sharing that data with us, and I think they're really mad. And they may be looking for buried treasure, if I understood that correctly.
All right. You may need to brush up on your Romulan lieutenant. Do you know how to use a phaser?
Yeah, in theory.
All right. Dr. Soviek, how long do you think you need to extract this information?
Doctor, would you like to make a check as well now?
Yes. And I will use my determination because it feels like I should, and I will use the value not always correct, though often.
All right, we're gonna snap over to the extended tasks sheet.
So remind Neil though how
Yes.
that works.
So you're doing a daring in science or a reason in science, and you are trying to. Oh no, sorry, Yazikov. How'd you do on that security check? 1, 2. You spent a
2.
determination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
3,
I guess
4.
I could
So you
re-roll that 0. But, sorry, go ahead.
No, you spent a determination to get yourself a success.
Oh no, I used a momentum to buy another dice.
Oh, okay. So would you like to spend a determination to, or are you going to leave it at 2 and give me a threat to succeed?
Oh, because it was 3.
The difficulty was 3, yeah.
Okay, then I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's okay.
But I do have cautious security.
Okay, what does that do for you?
It allows me to, when I use a momentum to buy a dice, re-roll any of the dice.
Awesome.
So
Reroll that
I will
1-0.
re-roll that 1-0, and come on, big money. Fuck. All right, then yes, I will use. I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
Okay.
To force my way through whatever.
Great. I mean, it
Was that
doesn't
the
give me
security
threat,
thing?
so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You don't have your security clicked, so it's giving you a 0 for your discipline.
Oh yeah, that didn't.
You
count.
would have succeeded.
Oh.
You would have succeeded that one because you rolled an 11.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
So
Is
that's
that
a
okay?
success. Yeah, keep your
Yeah,
determination.
sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a success.
Thanks, Kirkon. I didn't.
I was trying to talk to you for a while, but then I realized I was muted myself.
Okay. Okay, so here's what's going to happen then. Yezikov, you've got a very short amount of time at the moment. You can direct Taven on their next few steps in order to bypass the security and leave it active in case somebody else tries to access this if you want.
Yeah, I think that.
Or you
would
can
be a
turn
good
it off altogether.
If we can bypass it so that the Romulans don't have access to the information,
Without having to do
which
the
is
same thing you
what's faster?
did. Turning it off is faster.
Okay, Tavin, would you be upset if we blew up this terminal after we were done?
No. We lost the last one. As long as we get the information.
All right, well, I'm just gonna turn it off.
Okay. The security system goes off.
Sophic, phaser the circuit board once you're done.
Taven, let's get a roll from you, please.
Okay, so after I use my determination, and then I already have reason and science selected, what else will I select?
Ew.
Nothing. That's roll.
Unless you have a focus.
Yeah, do you have a focus for this one?
Researcher.
Nope. Yeah. okay.
Computors.
Computors. I'll let you do that. So.
I have ancient technology. I mean.
Sure. Okay. So yeah. Yes. Then make sure focus is click to yes.
Okay. And then the complication is.
Complication
One.
is
0.
because you have not rolled an extra one. No, it's 2 because of the rifts.
Okay. And then I'll roll how many dice for the task roll? 2.
Currently 2, unless you're going to spend one of the 2 momentum you've got.
I feel like I should. Right?
Do it.
3.
Okay, 3 dice then.
How's that one so?
How do you have 77 reason?
I don't know. I just clicked it.
Super genius.
It would just be
He's
sad.
the Vulcan
Actually,
smoking.
a supercomputer.
You're suddenly Landrew.
Should it be 7 and not
Landrew.
77?
No,
I'm thinking as a scientist, it would be 10.
probably 10 or 11 even. Give me a quick second. Let me look at your character. You must have clicked inside something and changed
I clicked
that.
nothing. It's always been 77.
It's always been 77?
So I've just been like, I clearly
Oh my
don't
God, it
understand
has
how this
been.
works.
It has.
So
it's-
that is like an automatic 5 successes.
It's
Just-
it's an
going
11.
up.
I fixed that. We're back. You're good. Let's get a reroll with that. That's awesome.
Even better.
I love how
70.
it's 77, but you can only get a crit on a 1.
Right? Okay. That's superb. Holy cow. I should have just said no. Okay.
Could have left it at 77.
Should have left it at 77. Less success. This is so strange. Okay, so you've managed to get into the system, and that is a success. So now you're going to roll your science challenge dice. So 5. and you've got a current momentum with you. So roll your work, and let's see how many more work you got.
Would in the nick
You'll
of time-
also you'll roll 6 challenge dice.
Okay, there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Minus 2 is 3.
Plus 1.
Plus
Because
1.
in the nick of time.
The 1 gives him an extra dice.
No.
Oh yeah, never mind. It was 1 additional work for each effect roll, not an extra
Oh,
dice.
okay. Well, then we'll leave it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 2 is 4. So 4 more work. Unless you want to blow that momentum that you've gained from this task and get another 5, which gives you another magnitude.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So that will not go to the pool, but you also have dropped one of your works. So the data starts downloading pretty quick, and you do still have things connected, but that rift is not looking friendly. We're gonna go down to Larkin and Tkon. Yeah. So give me a sec here, and let's switch over. We'll do this one this time. There we go. Okay, so Larkin and Tkon, we're down to you. What is your current plan?
Well, I was going to go and try to modulate the power so that that rift is no longer as deadly as it was.
Mm-hmm.
But we have been informed that there's Romulans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to attempt to see if down here in this power control station, there's something that could be considered internal sensors.
Oh. Yeah.
And then I want to try to see if I can use it to track the Romulans and give real-time updates to Varia.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Sure. We're gonna go daring and engineering in this case.
Perfect. We have momentum.
There is 1 momentum in the pool.
I shall take it.
Okay.
And I go, Lieutenant Larkin, I need your eyes here. I only have 1. And I look at him directly in the eyes.
He shuffles over without looking up. Yes, Commander.
He goes,
Always happy to help.
Because I need you to keep an eye on the tertiary power relays. Make sure I don't blow anything. They are 600,000 years old, by the way.
Well, I'm only about 27, but I understand your meaning, Commander.
Jesus.
Task roll.
Larkin is such a howdy doody.
What?
I just pictured Ryan Reynolds in Star Trek and was like, close enough.
I'm not sure why
Holy-
those are all red, but
What?
it's okay. Those are 3 successes. What's your challenge rating set at?
I mistakenly clicked it to 0, so it was challenge a million.
Yeah. Always leave that at 1.
So,
All right.
yes.
So those are all successes.
And then I'm going to click on the comms.
So you do find an internal system, and you can start activating it. The Romulans are starting to kind of bypass the front entrance. Not bypass. They're bypassing. They're trying to find the entrance. From the sort of looks of it, you can't tell if they know that Yezikov and the team are upstairs yet, because Yezikov kind of made it so that it looked like no one was here.
Okay.
They seem to be
I'm
walking in
going
pretty
to-
casually, is what I'm kind of trying to hint at.
Yeah. Would Yesikov and them see them coming in? Or would they be like further into the building?
Are there doors on this building like that are on it, or is it just is it so ruinous there's no doors?
No, so ruinous, there's no doors. And Tkon, I'm not sure what you're asking me. I'm so sorry.
So, like, does this building have like multiple chambers, or is it just like they walk through the door and
Oh, you guys are kind of like,
visible?
you found an old, like, this is an old open space. There's no extra. Yeah, you're in one of the other chambers down below, but where they are, they'd be able to make you like hide on a ledge. You might be able to, but
Okay, so I'm
but
going to
you
relay
see
the
them.
information.
You see them coming to the entrance.
Okay, I'm going to relay the information of where they are. Tkon to Yesikov.
Yezikov.
The Romulans appear to have breached the perimeter.
Yeah.
Here's their real-time data now.
Okay. Thank you. Tkon, please wrap up as soon as possible and join us. It might come to blows, and I'll need you.
Hi, Commander. Is there any data or anything that we can collect from down here?
Lamar might be, or Larkin might be able to, but at the moment you're busy doing this stuff for Yazikov,
Okay.
so that's
Just
you. So, Larkin.
Just to confirm, Commander, I thought we were here to deal with the subspace portals, or do you want me to search for data?
You do you, Larkin. We got Romulans to deal with, and I'm worried more about them currently. Also, you're not part of my engineering staff, so go for it.
Love the autonomy.
He's rubbing off on me. You know, I might be a little bit empathetic. Oh,
Larkin actually looks at Tkon, makes eye contact, and then goes, "I'm sorry." Looks back down.
Okay, Lamar. Larkin. What are you doing?
The subspace rifts.
Okay.
Those things that we came here to actually deal with because of the power issue.
So you're gonna try to cut power?
Well, I was gonna think, could I direct one of those sort of in the way of the Romulans to get them to go somewhere else?
Yeah.
I kind of wanna try that.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Yeah.
Let's manipulate this to make them go elsewhere.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. That is gonna be daring and engineering.
I think I'm pretty okay at that stuff. Daring.
what's
and
your engineering stuff?
We don't have any momentum, do we? My engineering is 3. My daring's okay, but we ran out of a moment. You used the last momentum, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the skill check for the last one was.
Yes, there is no momentum in the pool at the moment.
I'm going to use a determination for an auto crit on this one.
I'm sorry. There is 1 momentum in the pool.
There's 1 momentum?
Yeah.
You know what? This sounds like I'm trying something crazy, so I'm going to use that momentum and my determination.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question before you roll, and you can no longer change what you're going to do. All you can do is answer my question. Are you going to try and manipulate it around your crewmates upstairs, or are you going to just move it as fast as you can to the doorway to get to the Romulans?
The latter.
Okay, great. It's going to be a difficulty 4 then.
If I had said the other.
It would have been difficulty 5.
Yay, I did the right one. So yeah, I used the determination for the auto crit. And because Romulans, that's why.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Come on, dice.
That's 4.
I didn't kill anybody.
4. Okay.
You actually.
Oh,
you're
yeah, it is
hears me
4.
say that. I didn't kill anybody.
Aren't you just going as fast as you can towards the door? That's what I thought you said. And you might clip Sopek into Ven.
Well, so far I didn't kill anybody, including you and me.
Okay. So, up top, Yazikov, you see the rift flicker for a couple of moments and start to move towards Tven and Sofek at the terminal.
Get out of the way! Sofek, Tven, behind you, move!
Sofek and Tven, if you move, you may have to start over again.
If we don't move,
then like if you die out of the
Probably
way,
death.
then it might hit you. Need a decision.
Sofek's going to start to move out of the way and say, "Doctor, it would be more logical to move and restart versus being sucked into that and never being able to complete."
but I feel like if there was ever a time I wasn't gonna do it, it's right now. I'm gonna stay.
Okay. All right. So the things.
All of the things told me. It says curious, passionate about archaeology.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Okay, so Dr. Taven, the rift kind of swipes by. Sofek, you dodge out of the way. Lamar and Yezikov, it passes by you two. I'm assuming you're both moving.
Yeah.
Lamar, are you moving?
Yes.
Yeah. And it just
Frantically.
continues on. Sofek, as you get back up, dust yourself off, and look over at the station, Taven is gone.
Whoops.
It's one away mission. I'd like to not lose a crew member.
Technically, it was not a crew member. It was a guest aboard our vessel. That has more serious ramifications, Commander.
Just get the data. It might be the only way we can get to Vin back. I'm gonna go to the cave mouth to hide and look for Romulans.
Okay, great. So you can give me a control and security as you're,
Okay.
or a presence and security even. That would be better. Do a presence and security as you're looking for Romulans. Lamar, would you like to help Yezikov, or would you like to now help Sofek?
I'm gonna order her to help Sofak.
Okay. Never mind, Lamar.
Sorry, no agency for you.
I mean, I feel like Lamar is deeply afraid of Sofak, and so this was not. She would actually rather potentially go up in combat, but ultimately walks over to
I
Sofak.
love the idea that Lamar is afraid of Sofek. Like, that's just fantastic. The Vulcan. Okay, so Lamar, how do you want to help? Commander, whenever you're ready, give me that roll. Okay, Lamar.
Lieutenant Sofak, is there anything I can assist you with, knowing that I do have a history of blowing shit up?
And deleting files, Lieutenant.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, Sofak's gonna quickly run Lieutenant Lamar through, because I'm guessing, do we have to start from scratch?
No.
Or does it look like, okay, so it looks like everything's fine.
Whatever Taven did before they were like whisked away, they managed to keep it going.
Sofak's just gonna basically multitask, continue on while constantly giving instructions to Lieutenant Lamar on like, do this, connect this to this now, connect this to this now, disconnect this.
Yeah, and Lamar is responding like just like, yes, sir, right away, sir.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. And Sofek, you can have Lamar give you an assist then in this case. I'm going to need, please, a reason and science as you kind of complete the download.
Are there any momentum?
There are none at the moment. Everything's been used as it goes.
Alright. YOLO.
Nice.
Well done, both of you. Okay.
Or total.
That's a success with one extra. Let's snap over to the extended tasks really quick. So you've got, you need one more work. Two more work, sorry. 2, 4, that's 5. That's another magnitude. Holy cow. Oh, no, that's 3. But that's still another magnitude, sorry. Tim has to remember to do the resistance on that. Awesome. Okay. So reaching the amount of work is completes the amount of work, and then the extra work that you had there activates that last magnitude. So well done. You're able to get the rest of what you need. So you managed to pull off the rest of the information. It is downloaded. And you are ready to go. Now all you've got to do is get around that destroy the terminal as was commanded by Yezikov, and then get around the rift that the Larkins moved into the way of your exit.
Gurkhan being on the sensors, would he notice Taven missing?
Yeah, I'll say that you noticed the Taven were missing, and the Romulans are now backing away from the rift that Larkin moved.
Okay. Does this connect to any of the other towers that we've seen? This console?
In what way?
Like, would I be able to activate the other on if the other towers? Would I be able to check their scanners to see if maybe somehow she got teleported outside one of the other rifts?
Oh, I see. Yeah, sure. It'd be a reason in science.
Yeah, I am going to.
It's gonna be a difficulty
Use it.
3.
I'm going to use a determination with the value a crazy plan is better than no plan,
Okay.
and see if I'm a veteran.
Since I sent
not.
him out, I'm going to assist on this one.
You already used that see if you're a veteran thing, so you don't get to use it again.
Apparently, I get to do it as many times as I have it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you just get it when you're lieutenant commander or higher.
I thought it was a once per, but that's awesome.
I played it that way for 7 years, but apparently it isn't. Reading the mini rulebook you got us for Christmas, thank you.
You're welcome. That's awesome. All right, so 5 successes. Is that what we got then?
No, I haven't rolled yet. Sam rolled.
Oh, Sam
2, 3. Oh, so it is
So
5 successes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. So that'll give you 2 extra. You do not see Taven near any of the sort of stations that this network connects to.
Okay. I am going to growl over to Larkin. I'm like, Lieutenant Larkin, those who are under our protection or in our command shall not be harmed while I am on an away mission. Do you understand me?
Yes, Commander. Thought he would have moved.
Do what you can to avoid friendly fire again.
Yes, sir.
So you want to move it again?
No, I didn't say that. I said I
No, is
thought
that
he-
what Gurkhan just asked him to do?
No, I'm just telling him not to hit people in a
okay.
very polite Federation way. This was a Klingon ship, he would have been stabbed.
Yeah. Okay. Yazikov, up to you. What do you want? What do you want these guys to do?
We have the data.
Yep.
Sofak needs to destroy the terminal, and I need these guys back up here. Can we? I'm going to message the ship.
Yep.
Say we Yazikov to Haida. We have lost Taven in one of the subspace rifts. Can you please scan surface, see if she is still down here?
Is Annie here? Yes, of course. I'll ask what happened later. Beagle, scan the surface. Find her.
That's me. I forgot I'm Beagle. Beagle will scan the surface, look concentrated at his console, and say, I don't see her within our scanning range. If you want to do a deep surface scan, then we can. But that'll require us to get closer to the planet than we are right now.
Sarah, take us closer.
You got it, boss.
The Romulans match you, like, almost identically. And they move a little bit closer as if they're kind of suspicious of whatever you're planning. I also want to just kind of like double down with you as well. The way you guys, Romulans, this particular ship sees you and just like all the time, Haida.
I was gonna say open. I just want to send a quick message to Mevin. Mevin, this is Annie. We're moving closer to the planet to get a deeper scan of the geological instances that our crew have lined up for us.
What a great idea. She just kind of mumbles to herself up in space. Okay. What is the plan next? Yes.
Get out.
Get out.
Gurkhan and Zandy, if you're done down below, please join us as fast as possible. We'll try to get out of here without drawing notice.
Zanny's still in the comms. He goes, I don't know about below, but I'm sure Larkin can haul his ass up.
Yes, sorry, I switched.
They
Just
look so
I'm just
similar.
jazzing you.
Yes, maybe not when Romulans are up my ass, sir. Huh?
There's never a bad time.
Choose
Let's
your
go.
time.
Never
Choose
a
your
bad
time.
Read the fucking room.
Okay. How are we getting by? So I'm going to let the group of you back together again.
Okay.
How are we getting by the Romulans and the rift that Larkin moved in the way?
So can we just like tiptoe around the rift?
You could tiptoe around the rift, but the Romulans will most definitely see you, and they'll have you pincered.
I mean, we're on the surface. Can't we just transport up?
You're underneath a bunch of rock. You could transport
Tkon
up,
does
but
look at the rift, and he looks at the crew, and he's like, "Did any of you try going through to recover Tven?" No.
No.
It's a
would
subspace rift, Commander.
But all subspace rifts go to the same location. This rift will continually go to the same location. Tie a rope around me. Let's go.
I will not risk our crew at this time. We have Romulans on our tail. Immediately, they are around the corner. My number one priority is getting this crew back up to the ship, as well as the data, and then we will attempt to retrieve Tven.
I grab my engineering kit and a tricorder and a phaser, and I throw it through, and I'm like, at least give her something to survive with.
you throw a phaser and an engineering kit through?
And a tricorder through.
Okay.
To hopefully that it makes it to Tven.
Okay. Cool.
The rift isn't going anywhere. We will if the Romulans catch us. Now, we need ideas to get out of here. Okay, so if I get around this rift,
Yeah.
the Romulans are like right there.
Yeah, they're irritatingly close.
Okay.
So it's just like you could get by them. There's enough kind of like hidey spaces, but it depends on like how cautious and how slow, all that fun jazz.
What's the data actually on? Is it like on a hard drive or something?
Yeah, we're gonna say that it's on one of those like download packs.
Okay. Can I say that we have like an extra one
Yeah.
that doesn't have data on it?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna
Do you want
use
to give me a threat to do that? Or do you
my
wanna spend
determination.
somebody's- Oh yeah.
I don't believe I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this the thing. Who's next in line? Is it Gurkhan?
Gurkhan will be your next. Yeah.
Okay. And I look at Gurkhan and go, get them up to the ship, and I take off
With the fake one.
with the fake one. I'll get it to and I'll just yell, I'll get it to the ship, and I'll just sprint out of the cave.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to lead them away.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. I have to roll a shooty at you.
This is where I get shot again.
It just has to be done. I wasn't even look how like unready for this I am. I wasn't. Okay, hold on.
She's not a smart woman.
I would argue she is, because she used exactly the right thing to kind of like. Yeah, no. I think you are incorrect there. That was very smart.
Very brave.
Yeah.
That's the Riker-like move. Save the crew at the expense of yourself.
Okay, here we go. I will miss you as you go by.
Oh, I miss you too.
I do miss you. But the Romulan misses you as well.
Right.
One more will take... I will spend one of my threat to retain initiative and do it again on you.
Can I retain initiative?
Yes, god damn it.
All right, dash action.
Yeah, all right. So I'll say you can like move out of the range, so it would have hit where you were just standing.
Super cool tumble motion through the sand.
Super cool, like unnecessary, but you keep your weapon.
Yeah. Yes.
No Galaxy Quest for us. Thank you very much. All right, I tumble out, and we'll say all 5 Romulans are going to chase after you.
All right.
I direct everybody that's left to go the opposite direction when they exit the door,
Okay.
away from the door. So single file, come on. Let's make sure you get through first before I come out.
Excellent. So you managed to do that. All 5 of you get out.
This is actually going to end up challenging my values.
Tell me
Leaving
why.
her alone with them. My value with my crew equals my family. I'm going to possibly have to go after Varia after getting the crew
me.
out. Yeah.
Gurkhan, what's going to happen is because you've been given orders. So your orders were to get them off the ship. So while
Get the crew away, not me.
While it might still challenge your values,
No, but I mean, getting them safely, yes. But she didn't command me to get off
fair
the
enough.
planet.
Yeah. All right. So you're beaming them up, and then you're going to go after her, or what's the plan?
I'm going to go after her.
Okay.
Make sure all the data's off this planet. I'm going to.
Did we destroy the terminal? Destroy the terminal.
No, you didn't.
Fucking destroy the terminal.
You've all left the room. It's too late.
Are you going to tell me to destroy the terminal? Or
she told Sofek to do it.
God damn it, Sofek.
Yeah.
And stuff was moving pretty fast. So.
Yep. That's okay.
Fair.
Okay. So you were going after Gurkhan. Larkin, Lamar, and Sofek beaming up.
Hey, maybe Sofek, you could remember this and tell Gurkhan before you beam up.
Gurkhan's already taken off.
Oh my god, you guys.
There is communicators, people.
Yeah, okay. I open up communications as I'm booking it across the desert.
All right.
Did we destroy it? Somebody make sure that terminal is dead.
Gurkhan's going back in. That was an order from a superior officer.
Okay, so Gurkhan, are you stopping what you're doing, going back in now, or are you gonna go after Yezikov?
She sounds like she's alive.
Yeah.
Enough for me to finish this order, then go try to rescue her. Basically, I'm going to overload a phaser and throw it at the terminal.
Okay.
That's my guy.
All right. So the phaser explodes as you dive out of the hole, and there's like the from outside you see that rumple of earth as it kind of like bulges out, and then it starts to kind of the mountainside kind of collapses in itself as you kind of roll down the hill. Gurkhan, I need a fitness and security as you kind of like have to aim that phaser so it doesn't go through that rift.
Yeah, fair. Any momentum in the pool?
There are 2 momentum in the pool because
I shall use 1.
I forgot to update that.
I'll use 1 for this. 2 successes.
That's enough. All right, so it kind of goes. You're tossing it as you toss it. You're like, oh shit, and it kind of like just edges past. And then the rumple happens. You dive out of the way. Zanny, you can see those 2 on your sensors on the outside of the surface. Because of Sofek's maneuver earlier, you are ignoring the difficulty for transporting them up. You could get them out of there.
Just Zanny leans back in his chair. Like, gotta be.
Just like a bip of me moving, and then 5 bips behind me.
And he's just like, maybe I'll let him run another 100 meters.
And then a bip of Gurkhan chasing after.
What? Beam those 2 directly to the bridge.
Yes, it goes just
right into a wall.
Yes, it goes barrels into the wall.
Yeah. Exactly what's gonna happen. I don't care.
I pick myself up and like reset my nose. Really? Throw down the fake like data thing.
Gurkhan's ducking in.
I saw you miss those phaser shots. You couldn't go 1 episode without getting hurt.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just want to point out I did not do that. That was not me. Mevin is hailing you as you're seeing a cascade of the explosion, and you see some cracks in the earth heading towards the green bips on the ground.
Just before she hails, I look at Yasuko and goes, "Where's the doctor?"
Dr. Tavin was taken in by the subspace rift. I thought I might be able to go back down and see where she went, but getting the data back seemed like the priority, sir.
I'm gonna deal with Mevin.
Yes.
You work on that.
All right.
On screen.
You see Mevin looking somewhat annoyed. Looks like there was an accident with your geological surveys down below. Seems you've caused some sort of earthquake.
Totally unintentional, but you know my team. Sometimes power conduit attaches to the light switch and they just don't know how much power goes through the EPS conduit, and next thing you know, there's an earthquake.
So I'm like standing on the bridge with like a bloody nose. Just like,
Tkon standing behind everybody at attention, covered in dust and debris.
Yeah.
I would suggest getting your
Scorch
people
marks.
out. We did ours as soon as we could.
I've never
I think
seen
it's
such
subspace
aggressive
rifts,
geology,
or,
Captain. I've never seen such aggressive geology.
You've
Well,
never
that's-
seen a Klingon botanist.
You're not helping.
Tkon's concussed.
Again.
Well, aggressive geology is a staple of my crew. We are here to explore and sometimes entertain, but not at the same time.
it's actually our ship motto: aggressive geology, vicious science.
Vicious science? Is that the...
Yeah.
We
aggressive
adopted
science.
it after our last ship that you knew exploded. Vicious science. Aggressive exploration.
Okay,
To
I'm
boldly
spending
blow
2
up
threat.
new worlds.
Sorry, 3 threat.
Two.
My last 3 threat I'm spending.
That-
Excellent.
I'm sure it's fine.
That's a lot.
Mevin sort of like looks at you, gives you kind of like a smirk, and just says, "Until next time, Captain." You see the green bips disappear, and then the ship cloaks.
Always a pleasure, you sack. Cut the transmission.
Well, that can't be good.
Could have been worse.
Ah, Tavin! You know, like.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, as we fade out, there is no sign of Taven.
Why do I have the feeling that role was the Romulans finding her?
Yeah, same. Okay, I know we're like getting close to the end, but
Yep.
we can't do any science to that rift. And by we, I mean Sovek.
What kind of science do you want to do the rift? I'll let you do one more roll before we do the end scene.
Is it possible to know where it goes?
Oh.
Can we track that tricorder that Gurkhan yeeted in there?
Oh, I like that. It's going to be a difficulty 5 to do this.
Sofik, use whatever resources you have available.
You also
Maybe
blew
Lamar?
up the cave it was in.
Huh?
You
Yeah,
blew up
you've lost the
that
cave that it was
rift
in, right? Like, so the rift is under the cave is gone. So I mean, like
If we can find it, then we can. We have a spaceship. We can-
yeah. So like difficulty 5, complication
As
of
they say,
4.
Spare no expense. Podcast.
What am I rolling?
This would absolutely be. Oh God, I mean, it's not reason. Daring, I suppose.
And science.
How much momentum do we have?
There's 1 momentum in the pool right now.
Okay, well, I'm
Can
gonna
we all
use
give him a
that.
determination?
Do we?
I don't think anyone has one left. Maybe
I do. Do
Did
we
we
have
get
two?
a
used
sec-
it. No, only one tonight.
Oh, never mind. Then yes, I use
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we
Lamar
got a
might
second
have
one when
one.
the Romulans came.
Yeah, I
Got
have
added.
determination.
No. Lamar, would you like to use your last determination? Your only determination?
Yep.
What would you like to? How would you like to use it to help Sofek in this role?
I think that we can just both work over the analysis, and since Lamar has proven excellent at taking orders this mission, She promises to do exactly what is told and nothing else.
How about this? Gurkhan actually grabbed Lamar's tricorder and hucked it. So it's her own tricorder that's in the rift. So she's able to help track it better.
So, what trait are you activating, or what value, are you activating for your determination?
Let me try something here.
Let me try something here. Okay. All right. So here's how this will work, Lamar. Sofek's making the roll. So as long as Sofek gets a success, your determination will count. Jesus.
Hot.
Suck it, Tim.
Damn. Yeah.
This ain't amateur hour.
They tell you computer.
Lieutenant Lamar activates her Find My Phone app.
It's a feature right on.
Oh, did you guys know that this is
Know
on
about
here?
this?
Okay. So what I want you to do is, I can't whisper this one. I really wish I could whisper. We might have
You
to
could
try
type
and
it
do
to
this in Roll20. Yeah, I'll Lamar, I'm gonna type it to you in Discord. No, I'm gonna type it to you in the Zoom chat. The rest of you talk
I didn't
amongst
even know we
yourselves
had
for
a
a
Zoom
moment.
chat. I didn't even know there was a Zoom chat. I didn't
Yeah.
even know how to see it.
Stefan, I'm actually gonna give this to you because you made the check.
Well, if it's one thing our crew knows how to do well, it's a Hail Mary.
Rescuing those that we have trapped.
So, yes,
I tried.
Where were you hiding that, what was that called? Vodka? Is that how you say it?
I'm not doing this for you again. I'm not your monkey. You could just have me say stupid words for your amusement.
No, but you have a bottle of it, right? Because after this one, I'm gonna need something stronger than whatever Sofek's been putting in the tea.
Yes,
Commander.
I do have a bottle of vodka in my rooms.
Oh,
Commander, requesting permission to go to medbay and take you with me.
Yes, that is a good idea. Gurkhan, I have lost a lot of blood as it's just like running down my face.
Oh, please, that's not even a pint. You're fine. Anyways, go on.
Gurkhan's talking a lot louder than normal because he's deaf.
Mop.
Walking down the hallway saying, "What does bring?"
I'm still out of breath. Just like, I really have to add more cardio into my workouts.
Cardio is difficult to keep up when your nose is broken, Commander. You lose a portion of your oxygen intake.
Okay.
That might be the reason you were hypoxic earlier.
So, in fact, whenever you're ready, you can interrupt him.
Captain.
Yes.
You know how you've said you don't particularly enjoy dealing with other branches of Starfleet?
Yes, Sofek.
I believe we may be getting called upon by Starfleet intelligence at a certain point, as the computer just sent an automated alert to them with the data we received back from the tricorder.
Ah, jeez.
The data that did come through shows that it apparently is not in our universe anymore.
Wait. Do you mean like not in our universe is in another galaxy across the void type not in our universe, or like a totally different dimension not our
Captain,
universe?
I keep reminding you, just because it's not in our galaxy does not make it another universe.
Just sometimes, Sofek, you just
An alternate universe is the best way to put it.
yeah, like a mirrored one maybe.
Oh my god.
Okay, Sofek. Thanks. Route any communication from Starfleet intelligence directly to my reading room. I'm gonna go have a nap. Tkon's not allowed to go on.
I mean,
Gonna get written up. I'm gonna have a field day.
as the episode comes to an end, I do want to point out that you did retrieve the information you needed. It is going to let you complete the map. And as we kind of like end out the night, you can see that the team's back on Narendra Station once you've docked and unloaded the information directly rather than through subspace. Are very excited, and they will report back to you as soon as they have more information. They'll assign a new head of sciences for the station to take over to Ven. And that's it. So, yeah. Sorry you didn't get a lot of play, Neil. That's what happens when you stand in the way of a rift.
Larkin is very sorry he sent you to an alternate dimension.
They'd be great.
Yep. I mean, you could be the ruler of the entire Federation. Is that what it's called over there?
No.
No.
Empire?
I know.
Something Empire? I can't remember.
Terran Empire.
Terran Empire.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the Vulcans are separate from it.
Vulcans aren't they all dead?
No,
Not
they
quite.
destroyed Vulcan, but they're not
I
all
thought they
dead.
Enigmatic.
I thought they committed genocide because that was the whole Terran Empire way.
Yeah, but there's a resistance with the survivors.
Led by Taven now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just hope
Yeah.
Lamar's good at her job there.
She's just like really like intimidating.
Yeah, evil or not, just like capable.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. That's it for us tonight. Neil, it's been a pleasure having you in the last two episodes with us. Thank you very much for being our guest
course.
star.
Awesome.
Do you have anything you want to plug before you go?
Yeah, actually, only because it's starting up again. I have a rewatch podcast that I help produce and edit called Whelmed: The Young Justice Files, all about Young Justice. And we're starting our rewatch of season 4. We took a huge hiatus, but our first episode coming back actually drops tomorrow. So we're super excited to be back. We've been kindly and not so kindly harassed by people to come back, and we choose to focus on the kindness, and we're very excited to start releasing episodes.
Come back or else. Evil nerds are the worst, man.
Kind of. There were some like that, and
Wow.
I'm like, I choose.
How does that help?
I choose
Yeah.
to see this as positive
They
interaction.
just love us so much.
Yep.
How about the rest of my crew? Do you guys have anything you want to share or show off or brag about? No, everyone's just like, no.
No.
Maybe in a few weeks. Well, to let you know.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. My life is very boring. I got a new tattoo.
Ooh, how exciting. That's what
Fun to
Majora's
say.
Mask.
Ooh, Majora's Mask. Oh god, that moon.
It's Thanksgiving in Canada next week, and this past weekend was Orange Shirt Day here. So make sure you go, and if you're in Canada, go learn about our First Nations and how we should be doing more to help bring awareness to people who are here long before we were. And then as far as Thanksgiving go next weekend, I hope everyone has a good time with family. That's the most that it comes down to for me. You can find me on the gmtim.ca and on the gmtim on Instagram. I think that's it. So let's do streams once in a while. You can come watch, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Live long and prosper, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.